up, work the nose up, work the nose up, hold the nose off, hold the nose off, hold the nose off, hold the nose off. There we go. Especially in strong winds, you do have that extra bit of wind over top of the airplane, and so it may bring you back up.
Okay.
Oh, you want 1,000?
Bottom 1,000. Okay. Flaps. Tracked. Trim wheel. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of nose trim.
Yeah, you saw when you were starting to bring the power back how much that nose was coming up. That's what I was saying. You gotta, if you're because you had a good amount of power there on final, your speed was artificially high because this was giving you speed as well.
Okay.
So when you started to pull the power back, your speed was like dropping pretty quick because of the fact is this was giving you a lot of speed.
Okay.
So that's something to keep in mind.
Okay, we're going to leave the landing light on. Going to turn the strobe off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuel pump is off. Okay.
There's the Baron right there.
Yeah. Well, I got a visit with him Monday.
Yeah.
So I'll have to see if he's been flying or what.
That's your doctor's plane up there?
My doctor's plane right over there, yeah.
I've seen him had it up.
And then he's got a little American, too.
God bless him.
Well, his father was a dentist. He took over to practice, and his daughter's working for him now too. So
He probably got high rates for you when you go to visit him. We're gonna charge you a lot of
he's
money.
average. He's not that. He's okay on the price.
I've seen him. He's had that airplane up a little bit recently. He's been flying it recently.
He usually after hours, we'll take a flight down toward Annapolis, or not Annapolis, Salisbury, down that way. Okay.
Alright, so just watch yourself when you're coming over the runway here, right? You gotta get that nose up.
Yeah.
And this does have a pretty big nose strut, so this right here, take note of where your nose pitch is relative right now to the ground. This is flat. And realize it's got to be a pretty good height above, even more above this, because then that nose strut has to expand and then lift the nose wheel off.
Okay.
So it's got to at least have
at least another 6 inches.
Probably, yeah. It's another 6 inches off that to get that nose. So the nose flare does have to get pretty high, but you can't rip it back that high, but you got to really work it up that high. It's a balance. It's just like it's the same thing with the Warriors, just the Warrior is a little bit different.
Okay. Flaps is required. Trim wheel is still set. Mixture is full bridge. Fuel pump is on. RPD is off. Lights is required. Okay. Heading indicator. What? Is still set. 12 and 1. Transponder set. Door is latched. Okay. Should be set.
Alright.
Okay. Hammonton traffic, 8126 X-ray Cherokee is going to depart runway 3 and stay in the pattern. Hammonton in traffic.
Wind's still good.
Hasn't picked up yet.
It's blowing off the left side.
Okay.
A little bit of left aileron. It's blowing off the left side. As you're out of power, you may have to put more right rudder in, but keep the left aileron in for wind correction. The right foot. As you're rotating, you have to push even more right rudder in. Right rudder.
Right down.
Call your crosswind turn.
Hammonton traffic, 8126 X-ray crosswind turn.
Downwind. Call downwind.
Fire traffic, Cessna 380, 1 mile south. We're going to circle the field and check out the wind stop.
Hammonton traffic, 8126 X-ray Cherokee on the downwind Hammonton traffic.
You're not pushing the nose over here. You're pushing the nose over. That's what's causing you to get really fast.
Short final 32 Ocean County.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
What's that mean, pushing the nose?
He's pushing forward on the nose, so he's pushing
he's
the
going
nose
downward?
Yeah.
Hammonton traffic, 8126 X-ray Cherokee on the east.
I would also say the runway number.
Oh, can we?
Yeah, just for future reference. Alright, go ahead. Alright, nice. See it pop up now. Let's go push that. Get the trim going so it's pushing those over. There we go.
967 Sierra Alpha is overhead CL Vortex, 2,500 feet, holding for the next 10 minutes. KMA County.
Hammonton traffic, Archers, final runway 3, Hammonton. Settlement for Denham. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Power. Got plenty of speed. I don't think do you need this much power? There we go. Plenty of altitude. Wind down. Runway's pretty well made, right?
Yep.
So bring that power on back towards idle. Let the energy bleed itself off. You gotta bleed the energy somehow. Now start working it. Hold it above the runway. Coming down, working up. It's coming up, so it's coming down, working even more back. There we go. Okay, this is your landing attitude right here. How much that nose comes down. When you bring that nose down, you see how far that nose comes down?
Yeah.
That's how high that nose has to get.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to be controlled, pulling it up. And then if you feel it level off, just hold it. And then as soon as it starts to come back down, just keep working it back.
I guess I could never just jump in this plane and just take off with it, right?
It's been done.
It's been done. Did they live?
No, I didn't say that.
Call clear on the runway 3.
Hammonton traffic, Turkey 8126 X-ray is clear of runway 3, Hammonton traffic. Okay. Flaps 3 tracked in. At that time I had plenty down nose.
Plenty of nose turn, right?
Okay. Oops, wrong one.
Tip.
For some reason I think that they're backwards. I don't know why. Okay, strobe is off, lights off, fuel pump off. Okay.
Alright, so that time plenty of nose down trim, right? And you saw you really could have taken some of that power out even earlier, because you saw with that that nose down you had in there, your speed was actually like closer to 90, right?
Yeah.
So you had a lot of energy to bleed off. But when you're doing that, you can and you had plenty of altitude, right? The PAPI was showing you're high, and you had plenty of speed. So if you're in that situation, you can always bring that power even further back to idle, and just hold the nose maybe, and as it let it start to come down, and then let yourself bleed some of that energy off in doing so. And you'll see, well, just by pulling that power back, you'll lose within a couple seconds 5 to 10 knots, depending on how much power you have in it.
Yeah, I know I was fast.
Right, so if you have plenty of speed, it's more or less thinking about it in terms of energy, how much it takes to come down. And if you have plenty of energy, you can easily just let that energy bleed itself off, rather than keeping power in to let yourself come down a little bit sooner on the runway. Because once you get over top the runway in the ground effect, the airplane's not going to slow down nearly as fast.
Okay.
So if you bleed that energy off out on final, it'll let you come down a little bit sooner, a little bit smoother on the runway, rather than playing with the airplane oscillating up and down. It's at the end of the day, all the landings come down to is a matter of energy management. How do you manage this energy coming into land? Because if you don't manage it well, you'll have too much energy. You'll go flying off the end of the runway.
Okay.
And if you don't have enough, you'll not make the runway. So it's all about how you manage it. If you look and you see it, you have plenty of airspeed, your altitude's good. Maybe you can bleed the energy off a little bit. That way you come down a little slower. And because the more energy you hit ground effect with, the more you got to play with over top the runway.
Okay.
Where you come down a little bit slow, a little bit closer to your approach speed, you hit ground effect, and then it'll just settle off a couple seconds, and come right down.
I don't think I've ever seen these 4 planes move in the last 2 or 3 years.
Nope. I've seen that first one move.
What, the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these 3 definitely not.
No, actually I've seen both of them move. Never seen these 2 run.
What, both turkeys?
Yeah. Maybe not necessarily flying, but they had it running.
They had moved.
Oh, they had it running. So they took it, got it started and all, but I don't think they took it off. They just ran it.
That's a shame.
Yeah, see a lot of it with airplanes.
Okay. Lap says required. Trim wheel set. Mixture is full rich. Fuel pump is on. Carb heat is off. Light says required. Heading indicator. Okay. That's more or less set. COM is still set. Transponder code is in. And note the time. Nobody coming except that bird. Hammonton traffic, Cherokee 8126 X-ray, departing runway 3, staying in the pattern. Hammonton traffic.
There you go, nice concise call right there.
What's that?
So that was a nice concise call right there.
Still good, still no surprises. Not even a state police helicopter.
Oh. The state police?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a hangar right out of here.
Yeah. Oh.
One of their
Yeah.
nice helicopters hangars out of here.
Yep.
Tax dollars at work. Runs pretty much right down the runway.
Airspeed alive.
Yeah, as you rotate, because we're cutting in the ground effect, that left turn intensity is going to really act on you. So as you it just may add a little bit at a time of right rudder. That way you keep yourself right down the runway. Keep yourself coordinated here, a little bit more right rudder. So you drifted off the runway.
Yeah.
So stick with that right rudder.
County traffic, Mooney is going to left downwind runway 32 Ocean County.
Keep the airplane coordinated.